What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. Just got done watching the Baki versus Kengan Netflix special. It's an hour and 2 minutes long, but honestly, it don't even feel like that. It feels like it's 20 minutes. You get so wrapped up in the show that when the end starts to arrive, you be like, ain't no way an hour's passed already. And an hour's already passed, 2 minutes left in the show. So it went, and I did a pre-talk about it on my Instagram and TikTok. Feel free to follow me there if you want to see that. But I thought what was going to happen, and this is going to be spoilers. Spoilers left and right. If you haven't watched it, go watch it and then come back, because I'm spoiling everything here. I was spoil-free on the other apps. I'm not going to be spoil-free here. I'm going to be 100% spoiling. So, once the matchups got announced, I knew exactly how this was going to go. But I thought there would be interference of like some kind of enemy organization or an evil, nefarious villain or something. I thought something was going to interfere to ruin the tournament. That didn't happen. Well, kinda. Baki's dad showed up and was like, "Oh man, you fighting the Nico style? I'm in on this. I'm finna throw hands." And then Kuroki Gensai showed up and was like, "I heard that if I want to hone my skills, you're the best person to do it against, ogre." And they was finna go toe to toe. But then the old heads that be running the tournaments and stuff said they was going to set them up with a match which cues us up for a potential sequel down the line. But what I didn't like about that is they blue-balled us. This is where I checked time. I was like, oh, they're going to cue them up for a fight maybe in the next day. I paused the video and it's like 10 minutes left.
The fuck is that? Shit!
I'm like, bro, why wouldn't you let them fight? You got two apex predators and you're telling them to chill. No, bro, this is what we came for. That's the fight I was gonna pay to see. But instead you blue-balled us. Maybe in a sequel, bro, because we're not getting it now. But we do have a time frame of when this is happening, at least for the Baki universe. Kengan universe, it's definitely during the Ashura times. It's definitely after Oma fought Kure, but I don't know if it's before that tournament ends. Because Oma does fight. Now, I guess I can't spoil you that, so I won't. But yeah, I think it's after Oma fought Kure, but maybe not before the second part of that. You feel me? But in the Baki universe, it's during the Pickle debacle, but not after the Pickle debacle. Because we still have Retsu. Retsu there, and he's still alive because we know Pickle took this man out the game. So we know the fact that Pickle is still there and Retsu's still there, we got a good time frame of where it's at in the Baki universe. Now, once you see the matchups, you know exactly who's going to win or lose. Like, bro, if you follow the Kengan universe and if you follow the Baki anime, you know exactly who can fight and who can't fight. When the first match, Saopang versus Kaoru, Kaoru is a monster, a natural-born genius brawler. Kaopang has, like, willpower. But willpower ain't nothing when you fighting a dude who gonna knock you out in one punch. We already knew how that fight was gonna go. While Saopang did put up a good fight with his metal skull, Kaoru was never really in trouble. He hit that man with a vice grip, made his skin rip. You saw all blood vessels and veins. What are we talking about? The moment he did that, I was like, bro, it's GG's. You're not competing. You got a bum arm and you're depending on your headbutt. You're not competing, bro. That was an easy predict. Next fight, Kure Ryan, arguably top 5 in the Kengan universe, versus Jack Hanma. Oh, I guess he calls himself Jack Hammer. The guy who's like super doped up, does anything to get an advantage. We knew how that fight was going to go too. You got a professional assassin versus a cheating drug fiend. Like, bro, Kure can't lose again. Kure lost to Oma. They're not going to make one of their premier fighters lose twice, especially outside of his own universe. And if y'all read Kengan Omega, Kure right now is low-key him. Kure's at a level where I don't know if anybody besides the connector is competing with my mans. So I already knew when I saw that off rip, Kure can't lose because he's too nice with it. He unlocked 100% of his potential. He's too nice with it. That man is Krillin and Gohan during the Namek saga. After they got their potential unleashed, stop playing with my boy. So we knew that was a dub going to the Kengan side. Now, Oma and Baki, this is where it got a little tricky for me. Because I thought Baki was going to slam Oma. Especially Oma currently. This is early Oma. And Kengan Omega, he gets a massive level up. But this is early Oma where he doesn't really have that much of an impressive arsenal to me. And Baki, during the fight, was handling everything Oma was throwing at him. If the fight would have carried on before Baki's dad intervened, I'm pretty sure Baki would have won. But due to the interference of Kuroki and the Ogre, they declared that match a draw, which kind of still pisses me off. But when they run it back, Oma's going to be stronger. Baki, I don't know how much stronger Baki can get. At this point in the Baki story, I think he's like, if his potential is 100%, I think he's at like 95. There's a little room for growth, but I don't know how much. Whereas with Oma, if Oma's growth potential is 100% right now, he's at like 70. You can see how when he reaches that 9,500, it's going to be a drastic change in a fight for Baki. But I do think if they were left alone to their own devices, Baki would have won that fight. But it ended in a draw, which means 1 win for Kengan, 1 win for Baki, 1 draw. It's a unanimous draw. They got to run it back, which again is why I'm saying it opens it up for a sequel. There was no winner, and they say they will hold another tournament. They have to have the Ogre fight Kuroki. Okoye at the end was talking about justice, and he could see like the souls of the murderers that the Baki team had brought over and let them roam free until they was hunting them and stuff like that. That's a whole thing. But Okoye got something going on too. There was a little bit of levity between, wasn't it Adam Douglas or Dudley, whatever, Adam dude versus the other Yankee looking Japanese dude. I don't even know his name, but they both had the piss and didn't want to let one another pass. So they just stood there for like the entirety of the movie. Until at the end they dapped each other up. Because they was like, brother, willpower. Yeah, we're cool now. That's such a man thing to do. Y'all hate each other, at odds with each other, staring each other down, not saying a word, and through an unspoken bond, you just like this next. You don't gotta say anything. What's understood don't gotta be said. Y'all hear me? What's already understood don't gotta be said. That's what that moment was. But yeah, so I thought somebody was going to interfere and both teams would team up against the intruder. Turns out it's just a draw. The draw part pisses me off, which is why I would have, if I was to rate it, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Because again, characters were on point. They were true to themselves. The action sequences and the fights, although predictable, were fun to watch. And the time did literally zoom by. Like, ain't no way that was a real hour. You know how you got like real time and then fake time, like when you're watching a YouTube show and then it pops up with like a 1 minute ad that you can't skip, and that 1 minute is really like 15 minutes, you feel me? That's what that kind of, it felt like the opposite of that. This 1 hour was really 15 minutes because it was just so entertaining to watch. But the plot, water thin. The fact that they hoe us with the biggest fight that we would have loved to see, and they just say, nah, you can't have that yet. Maybe down the line if we feel like it. I can't have that. That's hoeing. You're hoeing us. You're hoeing your audience. 7.5 out of 10 ain't bad, though. I want y'all to realize that's a solid score. It's a entertaining watch. Will I watch it twice? Hell no. It's not that entertaining to watch it twice. Do I have respect for all the characters in here? Yeah. They showed love to the cast of both these animes. Can only respect it. And like I said, though, if you're in it just for the fights, which you should be, it's 2 fighting animes fighting together. If you're in it for the fights, they're fun to watch. But that's all I had to say about it. I enjoyed it, 7.5 out of 10. What did y'all think? Baki versus Kengan dropped on Netflix. I believe it was today. Comment down below, how'd you like it? Did it go as you thought? I'm in those comments with y'all. Uncrowned Kingdom. I've been your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. That's the fire that keeps the kingdom burning safely. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, bros. Peace, 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 peace.